welcome to another lesson. In this lesson, we'll look at the basic types which are available in C Sharp. That will be integer, a boolean, one string, and some double numbers. So, just to get you going with the basic data types. So, in order to look at that, we'll create a new project. We'll simply open our command prompt. Then we'll go to navigate to our folder. And we'll create a new folder. We'll call it basic types. Go inside that folder and we'll create a new project. So once the project is created, we'll open this project and we'll restore all its dependencies. So once this is open, you will get prompted for that restoration part. Let's wait a couple of seconds for that to come. Yes, so we'll restore this and we'll say yes to this. So it's done. Not any issue. So in previous lesson, we used one particular variable called string. So first, anyhow, we'll write out and comment this thing, what we'll be learning in this thing. So data types will be data types. What we'll learn is string, int, boolean, bool, or this will be bool, and will go for double. That. So first we'll start with the string. String is anything which is a string. That didn't make sense, right? So basically everything is a data type. So here if I type string and I'll call it my string and I'll assign some values to it. Hello. Just in case we'll remove the hello line here. So how the string works? This string is any kind of a written text. So it starts with a double quotes and it ends with a double quote. What happens if I try to assign some other type of value to it? So we'll see that. But first let's create an integer, my int, and we can assign numbers to it without the decimal points. So suppose here I have assigned 5 or 6, it's fine. Then we go for the boolean, bool, my bool, and this thing only takes true or false as an argument. So we can assign true like that, or and double, and the double value takes points also. Points, but same like in, but it takes the decimal points. So DOU double my DOU equal to 56.90. So this is perfectly valid. Fine, right? So now we'll simply print one by one out of this. So let's print it. Console dot write line. See, this console dot write line expects a string argument. So if I pass my string, it should print the hello message. So before that we'll print our own message. Console dot write line coming as printing string, same thing. Then after that we'll another console dot write line. printed. And then we'll print the boolean. The same thing, we'll just copy this. Print this my group value, and then we'll print the same thing in case we are printing double. So we'll double. So now if we go ahead and run this thing, it should give us our appropriate values. So we'll just simply write .NET run and we'll see what happens. It's compiling. So if you can see, I'll just drag it up. So first it has printed the string, the hello message what we have given inside the string. Then it has printed our int value which was 6. Then the boolean value which was true, so it has printed true, and then the double value. Now suppose what will happen if I try to assign this my double value, that is this 56.90, into this integer. So let's try this. After printing this, we'll write another line, console dot write line. We'll write like pushing double value, what I'm typing, value to int. This will be written over here. Then what we'll do, we'll write my int equal to my double. Okay, so already we are getting here one error. Cannot implicitly type double to int and explicit conversion exists. Are you missing a cast or so? It's like it's saying that I cannot put my double a value type of double inside my int because this is not compatible. So, but is it the other way around? We'll try that. So we'll change this thing to pushing int value to double. So and here we'll just swap these things out. My int. So see, this does not give us any error. Why? Because integer can be converted into a double value, right? Integer just a double value without the points. So this conversion is totally fine. And if we then again go and print this my double value, so we'll just simply hit run. And so pushing the value to double and it's same as 6. So this way we can actually insert and convert between the values. Now let's try to add this my double value inside my string. So how to do that? So we'll see. So it will be okay, console write line pushing double value to string, and in order to do that, first we'll say my string equal to my double. But this thing gives an error. So how to do that? We cannot have this, right? Because it's a double type and it's a string type. So each and every variable type has a dot to string function. If you go and type dot after this, you will see this dot to string. So basically what this dot to string does, it converts any object into its string equivalent. So now if we type my string, we will write console dot write line, type my string, so it should print us the double value, which in our case we are having at 6. Okay, but here if we see that, okay, we won't see that. So for now, we'll comment out this portion of the code. So Control K C, that's it. Or you can just manually comment these things out, and we'll simply again hit run. So what should we get the output? The output we should get 56.9. So as a string. So we'll see that. So we'll write dot net run and pushing double value to string. See here the double value is this. Now we have assigned this. We are printing it to as my string. So this way you can do it. Same way we can convert between different data types which are possible. So those are a little bit advanced, but actually with all this things are not required for this particular thing. And we can also print the maximum value which can be stored inside the one integer and integer variable, and the minimum value also. For that we have some other options are there. So first we'll write console dot write line, call it printing max and value of int, and then we'll write console dot write line. Okay, so we'll write, so here we'll use a string concatenation thing, which I have explained in the last video. In case you haven't checked that, you should check that. Max this max, so we'll hit plus that, and then int dot, see here we have the max value, but this thing returns dot to string, and you will also print the minimum value. So plus one, like this, one space, and we'll add that simply, then add it to, or we could have just simply written here minimum value. What is my typo? Value this, and we'll simply just add in value. I'll just get this to this blue line so that it's easier to view. So we'll write value over here also. So what this thing basically does, it will print the maximum value that we can store inside an integer and the minimum value that we can store inside an integer. So why this two string has to be added? Because we can here as we are using this string concatenation, this is a string type, and this thing returns a integer type. So we cannot add one string to an int, right? So for that we need to convert that integer value, in case this max value, to a string. Then we will be able to add these two. So like basically adding one after another. So if we do it like this and done now, so we'll just simply hit .NET run, which would be able to see the maximum and minimum value of an integer. So we'll just write .NET run, and it's compiling and it's run. So it's saying that, see, this is the maximum value of an int. So that is like over some 3, 6, 9, 10 digit number is there, and here the opposite of that. So this is the value, maximum value. And these are the basic data types which are there. So basically it will be like string, int, bool, double, and say several other types are there which are a bit more advanced. We'll see to those in a later video. Thank you.